Hey guys, it's just me today, and I'm just bringing you this short little video to kind of go over some things regarding the channel. I know that this isn't the type of content that we usually make, but there's some really important updates and some things that I feel like you guys just kind of need to know regarding the style of content that we've been doing lately, why we've mostly changed it up, personality changes on the channel, things like that. So we're gonna get right on into it. The first thing is not as serious as the thing that we're going to get into later in the video, so make sure you stick around for that, because that's going to be regarding the personality changes and the people that have been featured in videos lately. Um, so the first thing is you may have noticed that lately we've been doing a lot less gameplay content as of late and a lot more reaction style content, and there is a reason for that. It's not because we weren't enjoying the game content that we were making, far from it. I've been really wanting to make gameplay content actually, but unfortunately I've not really been able to because of some problems that we've been having. It's been technical issues on my end that have been stopping us from recording gameplay properly. As we know, I've had my fair share of audio issues throughout the videos that we've made, and that is no different here. We did have to scrap a couple of things that we had recorded that I went through, and when I edited them, the audio was screwed up, and I didn't want to release uh, video with horrible audio or basically no audio at all. It was so unbelievably quiet that you could only hear me really and like the material that was being played, and you couldn't hear anybody else. So it made me sound like I was absolutely crazy talking to nobody while playing this game or reacting to this thing. And we don't want to release videos that are like that. We want to make sure that we release content that is, working properly. So we had to scrap a couple of those. The second major thing, this aligns a lot more with why there hasn't been much gameplay lately, and that is the fact that my capture card for the last few months has not been working properly. Like, it would not be picked up by OBS at all or Discord. So, if I were to stream something to the rest of the crew on Discord through my capture card, or if I wanted to record something at all through my capture card, I just couldn't do it. It wouldn't show anything. It was just a black screen, or it would give me an error that I just could not for the life of me figure out how to fix. But as you can see now, I am showing you guys gameplay of Forza Horizon 5, which I play off of my console. So that has been fixed. We figured out what was going wrong with that. I fixed it. We're all good. So that's one of the reasons why the style of content has changed. It's gotten to be a bit more gameplay focused recently as I've been taking my stream uh, clips and editing them down into funny moments compilations, which if you haven't seen those, by the way, I'll put a card on the screen right there so you could check them out. They're really funny. I enjoy watching through and editing them, and it seems like everybody who watches them enjoys them as well. So go ahead and check that out. But normal gameplay will be returning to the channel pretty frequently, so you can look forward to that. Um, and then the second thing. This is a much more important topic, so I'm going to not make any sort of accusations. I'm not going to belittle anyone. I am not going to treat anyone with any disrespect. So, as you may or may not know, uh, a few months ago, we had to make the executive decision to remove Suki from the channel for the time being. I made an entire video about that. I'll put a card up on the screen for that as well, so you can check that out and get all the information in more detail, but I'm kind of just going to summarize it here. Basically, what was happening was he was just in a really shitty situation at the time. He was living in a place that was really not good for him, with horrible people that really mistreated him, and it was causing him to be incredibly stressed out because he was also working very long hours at the time. So he didn't have much time to do what he actually wanted to do, which meant that if he was doing something that he wanted to do, which was recording with us, and he had said time and time again that he genuinely really enjoyed doing Forza content with us and doing these challenges and things like that. But it meant that if something went wrong, that his temper just got the best of him. So there would be times in our videos, and you can see it, or the lack of it, in our previous Forza videos, where if he would, like, something would happen to him during a challenge where he didn't win, or, like, anything like that, if he wasn't doing super well, he would just go silent and he wouldn't talk for the rest of the video. He would be incredibly upset, and it wasn't good for him. He didn't enjoy it, and we didn't enjoy putting him through that. But he was so stubborn that he refused to take a break, and it got to the point where he was, like, lashing out at people, not necessarily us, but just lashing out at people in real life. He was uh, just having all of these problems, and we attempted to help him through these problems, but it was like one step forward, two steps back. When we tried to help him, our efforts were basically wasted, is the only way that I can think to describe it. So we made the decision to remove him from the channel for the time being and let him figure out these issues for himself. And since then he has done that, he has told me several times that he's made some improvements and that things have gotten drastically better for him. So we very well may see a return of Suki in the very near future.
Welcome back, Jack.
So, uh, hooray for that! And I'm genuinely excited to have him back. He was super fun to make videos with. He was super fun to play with. I like him a lot. I really do. And I'm hoping that we, as in the crew and you guys as well, get to see more of the person that Suki actually is. Because he's a really great guy. He really is. He's super kind, he's funny, and he's really talented when he puts his mind to something. So I'm really hoping that he's figured out some of the issues that he's been having, and that you guys get to see the Suki that we've gotten to see over the years of knowing him, because everyone deserves to see that side of him. He's super great. So that's kind of that issue discussed, but there is a second one that I also want to go over, and that being Pyro. Now, like I said, I'm absolutely not going to hate on Pyro whatsoever, aside from the normal jokey, shenanigans that we get up to. But he's got some issues of his own. He's not been removed from the channel, don't you worry. He's still very much here. But he has caused some issues with another member of the crew that being Abyss. If you've been watching our videos lately, you will know that Abyss has been featured in basically all of them. Because they're the newest addition to the crew, and they are they're always eager to do things with me, and I appreciate that. It does help that they are, and I have gotten permission from them to say this, so um, you don't need to worry about me having leaked this information without their knowledge. They are my significant other, so uh, we both very much enjoy spending time together and making videos together, which is why they've been featured in a lot of content lately and will continue to be so long as they wish to be. I'm not making them appear in videos in any way, shape, or form. They are always free to say no, but they seem to genuinely enjoy the content, so who am I to say that they can't do it? However, this has posed some problems, and I kind of alluded to it in one of my Funny Moments compilations from Dead by Daylight, which I am going to be streaming more and making another one of those very soon. So if you enjoy those, stay tuned. But they don't get along with Pyro very well. And the reason for that is Pyro can be a bit much sometimes. His lack of, I was gonna say forethought into anything, but really thought at all, can become a major issue sometimes. Because, like, I dedicated a whole section to it in my last Funny Moments compilation, which was, and now a compilation of everyone getting mad at Pyro. Because he would do things that made absolutely no sense and would almost like sabotage us, whether he was doing it on purpose because he thought it was funny or by accident. It was just getting on people's nerves. And I can deal with it. I've been dealing with it for a while. It doesn't bother me nearly as much. But Abyss has uh said that they have a relatively short fuse for stupid people. They work a public service job, so I absolutely understand it. It makes perfect sense. But them having to deal with people who are not the brightest at their job, and then getting home after a long day, dealing with their family, which I'm not going to get into, but basically they're not the nicest, and then dealing with Pyro online just isn't something that they enjoy, which I am going to be perfectly honest, I absolutely understand. And Pyro understands this as well. He knows that he can be a bit much sometimes, and he promises to try and get better and be less annoying. But he doesn't, is the thing. He says it so that we stop getting mad at him, and then he doesn't change. We have to constantly remind him to, watch what he's doing and what he's saying and things like that, because it'll get really old and annoying eventually. And like I said, I can deal with it, but Abyss cannot. And there was a certain moment a couple weeks back where Abyss kind of just snapped. They did not say anything to Pyro. They told me everything after the fact, after we had finished stream. Pyro had gone to bed, and then me and Abyss went to a different voice channel to talk about things and just, spend the rest of the night together. And they basically said that, in essence, they refused to play anything with Pyro ever again. Like, he had infuriated them to the point where they didn't want to do anything with Pyro, period. And I can kind of understand it. Like I said, he can be a bit much. He knows he can be a bit much. But at the end of the day, I can't tell them, no, you have to do it with Pyro because this and this and this. I'm not going to do that. One, because it's not nice to do that to anyone, but I'm certainly not going to put my partner through that because I know that they don't like it. So I have been doing most of my content as of late with Abyss. I've done a little bit with Pyro lately, and now that my capture card is fixed, that will pick up again, don't you worry. We're going to be doing a lot more Forza content. We attempted to do a episode of modded Minecraft sometime last week. However, things went horribly wrong, and nothing was getting done. So we just decided to scrap it. I have talked to Abyss about us potentially starting a modded Minecraft series. However, they're a bit burnt out on Minecraft right now, so that won't be anything happening soon, but maybe in the future, we'll have to see. More actual, like, fully fleshed out videos of Dead by Daylight will be coming to the channel with them. But you will basically never see Abyss and Pyro in the same video. Because Abyss can't stand Pyro. So I just wanted to let you guys know why Pyro's been pretty absent. It's because I've been recording a lot of videos with Abyss. And there's also a thing of, like, if one of the crew wants to record a video, then we can do it, obviously. And Abyss has asked me to record a few videos with them, and I've done the same with them. Pyro has been pretty absent on the whole YouTube thing. I tried to get them to record videos with me, and they basically say no for this, this, and this reason. And they're not particularly good reasons. Because most of them are, I don't feel like it. So that's another reason why Pyro's been absent. Like I said, he has not been removed from the channel at all. He will appear in content sporadically whenever I can get him to. But the main focus for right at this very moment is going to be me and Abyss doing things, and then potentially when we get things figured out with Suki, it'll be me, Pyro, and Suki. I tried to get Abyss onto Forza to add them to all of that, but they, like, I attempted, and we very quickly found out that they just don't like it at all. I tried to get them to play it, and they got very frustrated, and they don't want to touch the game, which, fair enough, they're allowed to do whatever they want to do. I'm not going to pressure them in any way. I do urge them to give it a second chance, but they have said that they are not willing to, so that is their decision. So it's going to continue to be me, Pyro, and Suki. As for Ported, I have not heard from him for a little bit, but basically things have gone downhill wildly for him. I'm not going to get into anything that happened with him because I do not have permission from him to talk about it. So I am not going to be getting into any of that. If I talk to him later on and he gives me permission to talk about it, then I will make a separate video about that so that you guys know what's going on. But basically, he's not going to be appearing in content for a very long time, potentially ever again. But I'm not sure. Nothing is set in stone. But like I said, I'll talk to him, see if I can get permission from him to talk about it. and if so, I'll make a full video on that. But as for this video, that is going to be it for today. I think I've talked about everything that I want to talk about. So that's kind of what's been going on as far as content changes and personality changes. And there will be some changes in the future. Like I said, Suki will most likely be coming back, and we are going to be doing more actual like gameplay content. So you're going to be seeing more Forza that isn't just background footage like this. And you're also going to potentially, not sure, because I haven't talked about it with any of the rest of the crew yet, so I still need to do that. But potentially you will be seeing Marble Rivals, because I recorded a video of Marble Rivals when the game first came out. I recorded like 5.5 hours worth of footage for that game. And I just could not be fucking bothered to edit it all. I literally, it sat on my PC for over a month, just being completely unedited. I had maybe 5 minutes worth of actual edited content on the video, and the rest of the footage was just unedited completely. And I just scrapped the whole thing because I knew I wasn't gonna ever actually go through and fully edit it. But if that's something that you guys want to see, then please let us know. Something else that I am interested in, Abyss is interested in, and maybe Pyro, I haven't talked to him about it yet, is Splitgate 2. I played the original Splitgate all the time. I was really fucking good at it. Abyss seems to want to get into it, so that could also potentially be a thing that we do, but you're gonna have to let us know if you want to see that as well. But for now, it's just going to continue to be Dead by Daylight, Forza, and reactions to things. I did also want to talk about the reactions to things going on. So we have um, reactions to the first few episodes of Pokemon, which we started, and then the rest of Infinity Train, so seasons 2 through 4. But the first few episodes of season 2, the audio is fucked up on them. So it's basically completely silent. So I was wondering if you guys would be interested in still having us release that. And I'm also going to break character here. What the fuck just happened? I'm recording this gameplay as I'm talking. What the fuck was that? Anyway. But yeah. So the audio for the first couple episodes of season 2 is basically completely silent. So I was wondering, I put up a poll to see what you guys thought we should do, and I got 0 votes on it. Nobody interacted with it whatsoever. So I'm going to put it in this video. Please, please, please let us know in the comments what you want us to do. If you want us to just release it with the quiet audio, if you want us to cut out those episodes or that whole season, or if you just don't want us to release the rest of the reactions for Infinity Train. Because at the end of the day, I am at the mercy of you, the viewer. I am forced to do whatever you want. So let me know what you want. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching. I know this wasn't the most exciting or funny thing in the world to watch, but it's things that need to be said. It's a discussion that needed to be had. It's updates that you guys needed to know about. So I was more than happy to bring it to you. Let us know what you want to see from us in the future, how you guys are feeling about these changes that will be coming up, or the changes that have already happened. If maybe you are fine with it just being mostly me and Abyss, or if you maybe don't want Suki to return. I hope that you guys want Suki to return, because I want Suki to return. But I don't know. It's up to you guys. I would hope that you would not crush Suki's dreams, but whatever. Anyway, also give us ideas for games to play and things to react to in the comments. And yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys next time.